About a week ago, Gary Neiss and I met with Elliot Pollack, who works with the ULI. He sent a letter that was included in your packet and was forwarded to you. Fundamentally, Elliot Pollack concurred with what we're doing. He's very supportive of where we are and our direction.
I think Elliot was very candid. We had a discussion about our infrastructure and positioning our infrastructure to attract people. And he said you're 100% accurate there. You need to invest in your infrastructure. That's what you own, that's your asset. And your asset, you have to evaluate how to attract people. He said, obviously, shade and a splash pad, you're using the best practices that are being used by the industry today. And he said, you're hitting the bullseye with this stuff. This is what you should be doing. And once again, when those budget figures were put together, and I think we're beating a dead horse here, they were budgeted for the very highest amount. So that when we look at our corporate partners, we can have a big picture of this is what we're shooting for, but most likely it will come well below that threshold. Every time that it was presented, by me, by Glenn, by Melissa, by others, we said this is high side. This is not something that we're looking at Wally World here. We're looking at something simplistic. But when you're putting budget numbers together, you obviously want to be conservative and aim at a higher side, a higher number rather than a lower number, and underestimate potentially some additional things that you can add to it in the future. So, I think, we were very conservative with our approach, but we're not looking at something that is in the scale of a aquatic center or a water park. When we sat down with Elliot, we talked about a multi-layered approach. And this is what the best practices are being utilized by these shopping centers. Is outdoor centers are looking at creating an experience. And the experience is, it forms an indelible imprint on those people going and enjoying the outdoor spaces. And in the desert Southwest, by function, you look at shade, you look at water, you look at comfort. And those are the elements that we have integrated into our plan. And that plan is spelled out in the economic strategic plan that Melissa put forth to this council and has posted on the website for the last 4 to 5 months. So all that was shared with Elliot, and he agreed that the approach of these investments is something that we strategically need to do. And Mayor, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was quote unquote we need to do. We're positioning our infrastructure